A fair bit at stake for the Tigers here tonight if they can win. Have not beaten a top 3 AP poll team since 2001. Have not beaten a top 5 Duke team since 2009. And Mr. Crispin trying to knock off UNC, Carolina, and Duke in consecutive games for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah, and I don't care what you say about it being a down game for North Carolina. That's still a great victory on the road that followed up with a win against Duke. That would be massive. These games have been close, too. They've been in games, and I think that part of that is the way they play. They're very well coached. They execute. They're tough to match up against. Similar to a Villanova, right? Villanova's got 5 versatile players. There's another one. He just has not been able to be stopped. Tonight, Tevin Mack.
Tevin Mack and John Newman have just been constantly in motion tonight, exploiting mismatches when they've been there, cutting without the ball. They've both been tremendous. That'll tie a season high for Mack with 22. Carey spins into trouble. Clemson ball.
Great communication defensively, and that's part of the plan. You've got to know where Carey is at all times.
Sims will lay it into the lead, grows to 5. Jones with a step-in jumper and a foul against Duke. Carey called for the foul.
For Sims, you only get that call if you have position. You only have position if you anticipate, if you rotate, if you fight. Got to credit Amir Sims for the job. He played through him a lot. Look at him. He communicates. He gets back to his man, maintains position. There you go.
Pretty easy call. For Sims.
There's always a brave one in the bunch.
He's not alone. They are scattered around the building. A few of them directly behind the Duke bench just to our right. 1 of 2 for Sims. 6-point game. 3 minutes to go. Krzyzewski staying with the same 5 that he's had in there for a few minutes. Sims saves it, but threw it to White. And a block is called, and Jack White, with great anticipation to pick off that pass, will be heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's funny. It's that situation. How many times you say basket, positioned by Sims, just good anticipation by Jack White. It's the right call. Was terrific on that defensive play. Coming in, backside help, taking any entry passes away from Vernon Carey.
And Jack White's been a big reason why Duke still has a chance to win this game. He has been really good tonight.
Knocking down threes. He's been a good ball mover. He's been a floor spacer, and that's really all he needs to do.
1 of 2. Both teams leaving some points on the line.
An extended pressure. This is where you got to be careful. You have an elite on-the-ball defender in Trey Jones.
Sims spinning and hitting and is fouled.
How many times did I mention the Joker? Denver Nuggets. There's a lot of that to Sims's game. He can shoot the 3. Nothing is explosive, right? And I'm not taking anything away from him. It's under control. It's calculated and effective.
He was named co-player of the week in the ACC last week for what he did in the Carolina game. He's off to a great start this week with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Goldwire knocks down a 3. What a huge bucket that is for the Blue Devils.
You know, that's not bad defense. They're there on the catch. You just got to close out a little bit harder, but at the same time, you don't want to close out and give up a driving lane. It's just a big shot from Justin Goldwire. That's bold. I give credit. That's bold. Bold is beautiful to me.
Because of the group on the floor, he's probably option number 5 offensively.
And not a wide open shot.
Yeah. What a game. They'll be talking. White can't hit. Carey. Soft touch.
That's gone Duke.
Yeah,
that's Duke.
White knocked it out off of trap.
You've the basketball. You also have to be assertive and aggressive. This is exactly what they did here. No, time and score. Oh, why not? That's it. That's winning play in a situation that some may question. That's a winning play. The problem is you got to be strong with the basketball.
I'll tell you, Sims has 25, Max got 22, Newman's got 12 of the noisiest points
you're right.
you've ever seen, and they're going to look at this one to see whose ball it should be. It was initially ruled to be Duke's ball, out of bounds off of trap, and the officials will have a look at the replay for this now that we're inside the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and live, it looked like it was off a trap. And you've got to get low, right? You got to get low. The last thing you want to do, especially when you're in the quarter when the trap might be coming, is just stand up. You got to get low, be strong with the basketball. If defense comes up, you got to be able to rip through.
It has really been a great basketball game right from the get-go. This kind of atmosphere, this kind of intensity, historic win, if you will, over Carolina on the weekend at Chapel Hill. Trying to beat Duke, and still looks like it went out of the trap, right? Yeah.
But I mean, you're bringing the ball over the top into the. You've got to rip through, be strong. You also got to keep your head up. You got to see where the double's coming from. If the double's coming, let's go with my first thought. That's awful.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's that working for you?
Well, look at me. We're fouls. He was effective from 3. He was attacking the basket, good in transition.
And remember, one of the foul calls, it was actually his 3rd, but he picked up his 4th moments later, was when initially it was called a charge.
Yes, you're right.
Changed to a block on the play underneath the bucket.
No, it was the right call.
Yes.
All we need is 2 stops in a row and a rebound every time. Every time. Every time. Sing it. No hands. Clock out
Taking you right inside the huddle here.
I'm sticking with my first one.
Yeah.
I think it's off a trap. Yeah,
Duke ball.
That's what happens when you're not strong with the basketball. I mean, those are the fundamentals that are lacking at times.
And Mike Eads just coming over to the table and saying they could not find enough evidence to overturn it. So
he could have just said we got it right. We're not braggadocious like that, I guess.
Minute 34 to go. Good D by Mack to make White put the brakes on. Inside to Carey. Out of bounds again. Clemson ball.
They want to take it. Duke now wants them to take a look at it, and I'm sure we'll spend the next 5 minutes doing that. I felt like Vernon Carey was in the paint for about 5 seconds. I don't know if he ever left the paint. That happens a lot on out of bounds underneath when you're looking to get the ball. This is where making foul shots is tough too. You take all these stops, all the rhythm's gone, and one team's got to go finish the game and make foul shots.
Yeah.
It's tough.
And let's see if this one's then the last one.
Oh God.
So Stanley slapped at the ball, but did he slap it off the fingertips of a Clemson player?
Gosh. Well, again, what's the call on the floor? The call on the floor is Clemson ball. I don't think you can overturn it. This is going to be another one where this is actually more not enough to overturn, if it's in my opinion. Not enough to overturn. The other one was, we got it right.
As much as you want to get it right, do you wish that, say, there were a limited number of challenges? Yeah, you can go to the monitor in the last 2 minutes, but only if you've got a challenge left. Would you like to see it more like baseball or football in that regard?
I would, because I believe rhythm and flow is everything in this game, especially the way the game has evolved over the past few years. But at the same time, fans will see it, and that causes so many issues. So if fans can see it over and over again that they got it wrong, I understand why there's a need to get it right. but this is maybe not the best way to do it. I still think the fourth official sitting up in a booth going, yep, this way. Make it simple. I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel for the officials on this.
Yeah.
I mean, these are hard calls to make.
But also, a lot of the things that they are doing that we don't like, they're tasked to do. The flopping or anti-flopping, the over freedom of movement. There's all these things, you know, the hook and hold, all these things that drive us nuts, these points of emphasis, they're tasked to do it, and they're held accountable to do so.
And once again, Mike Eads is asking for the third official, in this case, this time, Doug Shows, to come in and have a look.
And this would think they can overturn this call. Oh, man.
Again,
So we have a great game, right?
Right, yeah.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Let's go be Clemson ball.
Clemson ball. And Mike Eads just said same thing. Didn't have enough evidence to overturn it.
You know, quite frankly, it might have been off of Clemson, but not enough to overturn it. Wow. Well, now you got to deal with the pressure, right?
Yeah. This game deserves a good minute and 20 without any more reviews. It's been a heck of a basketball game. They get it over.
Watch your run and jump.
Three to shoot. Trap. Scott. Tevin Mack getting some work done and draws the foul. What an effort by Mack.
He has had one heck of a basketball game.
Yep.
Now, we said it coming in, he's one of the toughest matchups on the floor. Self-available, not a lot of offensive rebounds in this game. But Tevin Mack has just not stopped playing. He has won the effort game in this one.
A recent cold stretch, 4 games where he didn't put up big numbers. But 31 points in his last 2 games coming into this one, and 22 and 7 rebounds so far here tonight. Missed them both. Still a 2-possession game.
Contest without fouling.
Carey will take a 3. And another rebound by Tevin Mack. Baseline, Newman.
Why not?
Another one of those, maybe pull it out, but he said, I can make a bucket.
Hey, conventional wisdom's for conventional outcomes.
Basket Duke, timeout. The lead still 6, less than 16 seconds to go. Sims, Mack, and Newman have been extraordinary tonight. Let's go back to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And Dan, we want to let you know Kansas, Oklahoma is underway. You can see that game right now on the ESPN app. And of course, once things go final inside Littlejohn Coliseum, you'll see it here on ESPN. No Devon Dotson out with a hip injury tonight for Kansas. Jayhawks and Sooners coming up next, Dan.
All right, Kevin, looking forward to that one. Hope it's as much fun as this one has been.
It's still a 6-point ball game, though. You're going to get pressure. A quick steal in a basket makes this thing serious. So you've got to have an outlet long. Someone's got to be open around the half-court line. Come back to the basketball because there's going to be a lot of denial, a lot of pressure looking for that initial trap, too. Got to be aware of timeouts. Clemson with 2. None for Duke.
They were hoping to celebrate like this last night. Tonight might make last night feel just a little bit better for these Clemson fans.
A little bit. Still soon. Oh, this has been a terrific environment, too. And the product on the floor, if you're a Clemson fan, is something I'd come out and watch. It's fun basketball. And when they're playing with confidence, they're dangerous. You think of the teams like Auburn, even Baylor, the teams with limited absolutes. they're really difficult to match up with. They're hard to figure out, hard to defend. And even defensively, Clemson's been good all day. But you still have to close the door here.
Realistically, if they can make one more free throw,
yes,
it's over.
One more free throw and just make them take at least 7 seconds off the clock if you give up a basket. I always like too, if you do give up a basket, don't wait to get the ball in bounds. Don't let the defense get set. If someone's available, get it in right quickly. Big. They're going to make this fan base sweat it out, aren't they?
Clemson is 10 for 21 from the line, and look at Duke. They're basically the same, 10 for 20.
But how's Clemson winning that? That's the thing. 10 for 21 from the free throw line.
O'Connell back in, three-point shooter for Duke. Jones. And that'll do it. Clemson takes down Duke. Final score, Clemson 79, Duke 72. Brooke Weisbrod is standing by with one of the stars of tonight's